going on, everybody? It's your boy Sam B right here with the Tune-Up Show. So check it out, right? This clown person, right? This clown person, and you know, just to remind everybody, this is the Tune-Up Show. I'm Sam B. I call it as I see it, and I call it the way it's presented to me. Okay? And I got no problem saying that this guy right here, yeah, this dude, yeah, the biggest caricature on earth, guaranteed. This man, I believe his intelligence, his IQ, is probably just a smidge above a Neanderthal. Okay, and I'm not saying that to any, disparaging against him. I believe this is what happens to a person when they are pampered pretty much their whole lives. They're being told you're the greatest, you're the best, there's nothing wrong with you, there is no flaws, you can do whatever you want. This guy has, look, let me tell you something. This little, civil rights freedom fighter bull crap he's pulling, that he has been pulling, is nothing. And I'm not going to go through his accolades and the things he's been doing in the past, because the past is the past. We're talking about now. All right. But apparently, in news, this dude, this guy, literally is trying to sneak back into the NFL after he came out, I think earlier this year, or it was early last year or late last year, I forget. He came out with a Netflix documentary saying that the NFL was racist, and he compared the combine to slavery auctions. All right. Now I'm going to play that a little bit here. Well, not here, obviously. I'm going to play that later. But what I'm going to play right now is the Undisputed Show with Skip and Shannon. Most people are familiar with these guys. Shannon Sharp. He's known for being a wokety woke, blackety black, pro blackety black, wokety woke, clickety clack on the keyboard to tell everybody what he wants to know. That's what he's known for. And I'm gonna let these guys talk about it for a little bit. Because me personally, I just believe this guy is a clown. Very, very low IQ. And he's being used by the globalists to further separate people. Okay? He's not bringing anybody together. But let's check it out. This video might be long, I'm not sure, but let's check it out.
Colin Kaepernick has been working out and posting videos lately in hopes of getting another shot in the NFL. The quarterback has even landed on Pete Carroll's radar in Seattle. Seahawks obviously in the market for a QB after trading Russell Wilson. Take a listen to how Pete brought it up unprompted yesterday.
I thought about another guy. You're going to ask questions about Colin Kaepernick. I know you're going to ask, so let me just put it out there. He contacted me the other day. Said, hey, I'd like to get a shot. I'm working out, and so he sent me some videos. The next thing I know, he's working out with Tyler Lockett. I don't know how that happened, but does that guy deserve a second shot? I think he does. Somewhere. I don't know if it's here. I don't know where it is. I don't know if it's even in football. I don't know.
Pete Carroll has been...
What? and I'm gonna let these two. But that's telling right there. That means that this is all played out. This is all theater. People have to play their roles. Obviously, Pete Carroll, he's playing his role as the I don't know guy. I think he deserves a shot. And I get it. You know what I mean? And because life is a stage, and you're gonna have people that's going to enter in your life, but it's going to be up to you to tell those people whether or not that they obtain a leading role in your life or they exit stage left. And right now, Pete Carroll is a walk-on person to the live stage theater of this Colin Kaepernick narrative. Now he's just saying, oh, yeah, I don't know. I mean, he deserves, I believe he deserves a shot. And, if he doesn't, if not in football, if somewhere else, and okay. So why else did he contact you? But let's continue.
On the Colin Kaepernick bandwagon since 2017. Shannon, what do you make of this?
Skip, what the hell is this?
I have no idea.
First of all,
I have an idea.
Skip, nobody was going to bring up Colin Kaepernick.
Nobody.
They was going to talk about the trade with you, Russ. You trading Russ to Denver.
Correct.
How did that come about? How long has this been going on? Yep. Nobody was going to bring up Colin Kaepernick.
Nope.
You brought that up, and then he going to turn around. I'm going to tell you another guy, and I think he deserves a second chance. I'm not so sure it's here. I'm not so sure it's in football. What the hell you bringing it up for?
Not so sure it's in football?
So, Skip, somebody.
And yeah, and like I said, I never seen this before, but that's that. I mean, they obviously we share the same sentiment. This Kaepernick narrative is old. It's dead. It needs to be laid to rest. And the reason why they keep bringing up this Kaepernick narrative is because they're trying to enable and they're trying to put the battery in the back of Black Lives Matter, anybody that's still out there that's pro-blackity black, your Afrocentrists or whatever. These are the people that are going to be pretty much triggered to want to say something, to want to do something. The fact that he's going behind the NFL and contacting a head coach after he just got finished saying, and this should just be telling for everybody. Colin Kaepernick is a clown. He's a joke. He is a use. He's being used, obviously, by higher powers that's trying to get the NFL to completely bow the knee to the globalist standards. And that's why he's out here doing what he's doing. Colin Kaepernick, he's just a pawn in all this. And once they're done with him, it'll show.
Everybody deserves a second chance, but I'm not going to give him one.
That's what he said.
It's not like, Skip, I can see if he had Patrick Mahomes or Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert or one of these guys, Aaron Rodgers. Skip, he got Drew Lock. He make it seem like he got a top 5, top 10 quarterback at his disposal. And for you, Skip, I can see if you say, you know what, I saw Cap working out. He looked good throwing the football. I'm going to sit down and talk to John Schneider, and who knows, there's a possibility we'll bring him in and take another deep dive into it. Mm-hmm. But for you to say, yeah, but maybe I think he does. I'm not saying it's here. I'm not so sure it's in football. So what the hell are you talking about? Why are you even bringing it up if you don't think he deserves an opportunity on your team or even deserves an opportunity in football? What?
And I feel his frustration because at one point, Shannon Sharp was on the Colin Kaepernick bandwagon. But once he realized that Colin Kaepernick has no end game, this was back in about, I think, 2020, when he was offered a position through, I forget what it was, through another football team, Ray Lewis. He was helping him out, trying to help him out to get back into the NFL, and he pretty much just, turned his back. And Ray Lewis was like, "Hey man, I'm here to help you. I want to help you. Let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can get you back into the NFL." So he didn't want it back in the NFL at that point, but now all of a sudden he wants to be back in the NFL. There's something very strange about this man. This man is I believe there's something seriously wrong with this guy, and he may have some kind of mental illness, some kind of dissociation, because he's just the product of somebody that is always being used, somebody that's been confused since day one, since birth, But let's see what else they got to say.
What the bleep are you talking about, Pete? That goes to show you when they brought him in 2017. Skip
Remember that?
They had no intentions of signing him.
Remember what you heard?
Yes, he brought him in. They talk, and he ain't work out. He ain't break no tape down.
Didn't stand up on the whiteboard. Didn't do
they just carried on. Just had a conversation.
Isn't that what you call dog and pony show?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, Pete, does that guy deserve the second shot? I think he does. Somewhere. Hold on. Aren't you an NFL coach? Aren't you the NFL coach of a team? Okay. I don't know if it's here. I don't know where it is. I don't even know if it's in football. I don't know. Skip, somebody's going to need to explain to me what the hell Pete just said and why the hell he needed to say that, because he said a whole bunch of nothing. Yeah, I know Colin Kaepernick is still out there, but he deserves a second chance. Not here. I don't even know if he's going to play. I don't even know if it's in football. Why would he need a second chance in something else? Because he's a football player. He wasn't a fireman. He wasn't a lawyer or a doctor. He don't need a second chance in that. The only second chance he needed for somebody to give him an opportunity to play the game of football that he loves.
Yep.
All that being said, Skip, I don't believe about giving Colin Kaepernick a chance. I don't think Skip, they ain't give him a chance. When this came about in 2016, when you and I came on there.
It was.
So here it is, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So here we are, 22. 7 years later. They wouldn't give him an opportunity in 2016, right after the season.
Nope.
So 7 years later, somebody gonna give him an opportunity? Skip, that ain't gonna happen.
Magicians call this sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Ernestine and I saw a couple.
It's funny he'll say that, magicians, because this is exactly what's happened. I've said this many a times. Magicians, they perform on stage and they perform in front of live audiences. And it's funny he'll say that. And that's most reason why, these guys, look, like I said, at the end of the day, all these people are in the know. All right, they're into the dark arts, they're into wizardry, they're into Wiccan, witchcraft, whatever we want to say. They're all into it. They all know about it, and that's why Skip said it the way he said it. All right, he said it the way he said it. Magicians call this a sleight of hand because that's exactly what it is. They're pointing you in a direction where they want you to look, but the real magic is happening right under your nose.
A couple of years back in Vegas, Penn and Teller. They're really good.
Right.
You've seen them, I think. And what they do is they have to distract you with this hand so that you don't see what's really going on with this hand.
Exactly.
Yesterday, he answered a question nobody was going to ask because he brought it up.
Yes.
He was trying to distract his reporter audience, his media audience, from the fact that Russell Wilson is no longer a Seahawk.
Thank you.
And he was having a dueling press conference because almost at the same time, Russell Wilson was with Nathaniel Hackett and company in Denver being announced, right? He was welcome to Bronco Nation.
Welcome to Bronco Country.
And Nathaniel's up there saying, what the, I got Russell Wilson here. Yeah. And Russell Wilson is saying, I want to play, I think it was 10 or 11 more.
And look, that whole Russell Wilson, Marshawn Lynch thing, and Pete Carroll thing, they still have a Super Bowl to answer for, and they still got a Super Bowl. But I believe that question has already been answered, and that came down to Marshawn Lynch, I believe, allegedly, he was supposed to receive some kind of bonus if he would have scored another touchdown. So I don't know if they threw away the Super Bowl because they didn't want to give him his bonus, or I don't know what it is. But Pete Carroll is a very hated man, and I can see why Seattle is still in disarray like it is. But let's continue.
More years, and I want to get to 3 or 4 more Super Bowls, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'll
settle for one.
Okay. I'm sure you would settle for one. Meanwhile, Pete Carroll's up in Seattle saying, and suddenly he has to bring up poor Colin Kaepernick to use him as a distraction by saying, doesn't he deserve a second chance? Well, if you had gone right on into, I'm going to give him one.
Thank you.
I'm bringing him to camp.
Thank you.
And I'm going to give him a 50-50 shot to win my job.
Yes.
If you want to announce that, I'm good with it.
Thank you.
And boy, that would have been a story today.
Right.
We might have led this show with that.
Yes.
And Colin has been posting the workout videos. And then he says, I don't even know how that happened with Tyler Lockett. Well, it was all over the internet.
Thank you.
That there was a back and forth via DM.
And Tyler said, I'm going to show up.
Yeah, he said, I'll be there.
Right.
Right, I'm going to help. Okay, well, you don't even know how that happened? Well, you should.
Thank you.
It happened because your receiver wanted it to happen.
First of all, Skip, why would you even divulge that Cap called you?
That's a good question, unless you got something to back it up with.
If you're going to say, okay, yeah, Cap called, say, take a look. We're going to take a look at it. And John Snyder and I get together, and we're gonna bring the guy in. We're gonna see if he can help us.
But then you just flat out used him as a diversion.
Yes.
Because you conclude, I don't even know if it's in football.
What the hell?
That's the ultimate disrespect.
Yes.
Okay, where else is it going to be?
Right.
He deserves a second chance.
In what? He was a football player that took a knee to bring it like to police brutality and what was going on. So this is what he is. He's a football player. That's it. That's what he was.
Yeah, and just about Tyler Lockett, he's they're looking to trade him as well. So this could be a ploy on Tyler Lockett to try to bully his way into another contract, just like Colin Kaepernick did with the whole kneeling thing back in 2016, 2017. And everybody's going to play their games. All right, everyone, and that's really what it's all about. They're another guy, Tyler Lockett, saying that now all of a sudden he wants to play catch with Colin Kaepernick. Yeah, because these guys, they're trying to bully their way into an establishment where that's just what it is. It is what it is. I mean, look it up yourself. But I'm gonna end this right here. Okay. And that's just, it is what it is. This guy Colin Kaepernick, he's been in the news, like Shannon Sharp said. This guy's been in the news for 7 years. How does somebody that's not even a part of the NFL, what do you say to somebody like that? That's hating on you, telling you certain things, saying certain things. What do you say to a person like that? Okay? Somebody that talks behind your back, two-faced, and that's what Colin Kaepernick is to the NFL. He's a very two-faced person. He says one thing, does another. Okay? I'm sorry. You want to be my friend? Then be my friend. You want to be cool with me? Then be cool with me. But don't sit here and try to make me look bad, and low-key, you're still trying to be my friend. Colin Kaepernick, you are a disgrace to all athletes. And for anybody that's following this man, anybody that's sticking up for this man, you need to check your moral compass, and most likely you need to check your mental hygiene, because this guy is obviously out of his damn mind to be doing what he's doing. Okay? This man is not in control of his faculties. Okay? So anyone that is still following this Kaepernick narrative and still cheering him on, I have to question your mental state. You got that? That's all I got to say. This is the Tuna Show. I'm Sam B. I'm out of here. Peace.